Good day, everyone. My name is Reniel Acevero, and with me is Miss Jera Gicanoy. So we are assigned to discuss to you Chapter 6, which revolves around the teacher as a vital link between the school and community. So I will be discussing to you the first part of this chapter, and my co-discussant, Miss Kanoy, will be discussing to you the second part of this topic.
All right, so once again, our topic for this video will revolve around the teacher as a vital link between the school and the community. But before we delve deeper into our topic for this video, let us first ponder on these questions. As a pre-service teacher, if in the future you are confronted with challenging tasks such as planning, decision making, and problem solving in and out of the classroom, will you consider consulting with your friends and the people in your community? Or if in the future you encounter a problem that remains unsolved despite your best efforts, will you enlist the community's help so that they can more or less extend their helping hand, especially when it is a matter of helping the learner? Well, if I were to answer these questions, well, I think yes. It is crucial for us to, as teachers, to ask for the help of the community, to ask for the help of our stakeholders, and of course, to ask for the help of the parents as far as the students' learning is concerned. We all know for a fact that in the teaching profession, there will come or there would come a time wherein we encounter a problem that is difficult to solve regardless of the efforts that we do. So in these particular situations, it is the time for us to ask for the help of our stakeholders, the community, and the teachers because we know for a fact that these community, our stakeholders, and especially the parents, they know what's best for these students, especially the parents. They know their children and they know how these children's might or may not learn best. There are really instances, or we can really say that there are things that teachers cannot really do. And to fill these gaps, to fill what teachers can't do, we might as well ask for the help of our stakeholders, the community, as well as the parents. There is no denying that seeking help from the community in few instances may help. With this belief in mind, we put in this chapter the teacher and the community in a better and meaningful collaborative relationship. All right, so why must teachers get in touch with the community in a more interactive and collaborative way? The book provides us with an answer to this question, and it goes this way. Teachers have to, for the prime reason that it is their task to relate to human beings, as the old adage goes, no man is an island. Furthermore, problems related to work behavior, unmotivated students, and the need to improve school resources, among others, necessitate group solutions. Meaning to say that there are really problems that the school or the teachers cannot solve themselves alone. Hence, it is crucial for them to collaborate with the community, to collaborate with their stakeholders, to collaborate with the parents for these problems to be solved. And the more hands, the more help a school receive, the better the result is going to be. All right. So the need for teachers to establish a close, effective community relationship has been underscored in the Code of Ethics for the Professional Teachers, Article 3, the teacher and the community, which are stated as follows. First, we have Section 1. A teacher is a facilitator of learning and development of youth. He shall therefore render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. Well, this section emphasizes that a teacher's role is to facilitate learning and the development of students. And to fulfill this role effectively, teachers should create an environment that is conducive to learning and growth. Then, but the question is, how can a teacher um, establish a room that is conducive to learners? We all know for a fact that a classroom environment includes a well ventilated classroom, a classroom that respects that gender, a classroom that respects individual differences, a classroom that respects religion. So as teachers or as future teachers ourselves, we need to be aware of these things. And this can also be done by asking for the help of the community. For example, if we want a well ventilated classroom, then we can actually ask for donations coming from, say, from the barangay or from the municipality, or even from the parents themselves through the PTA or the Parents Teachers Association. This can serve as their project for students to have a conducive learning environment, which can undoubtedly result to them having, um, a better performance inside the classroom. Okay, so next we have section 2. Every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. So this section um, implies that teachers are encouraged to take on leadership roles and actively participate in community movements aimed at improving moral, social, educational, economic, and civic aspects of society. So, as teachers ourselves, we are expected to participate in movement that can be beneficial to our community. For example, during festa celebration, so we can, as teachers, we can actually participate through these different movements, um, because this can have a positive impact as far as socialization within a society is concerned. Another thing is when a community or a barangay to which you as a teacher belongs to is conducting a tree planting initiative. So as a teacher, you can also participate in these initiatives as this provides positive impact to environmental preservation. And next is we have section 3. It says here that every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times, and refrain from such activities such as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. So, this section implies that teachers are expected to conduct themselves with honor and dignity at all times. They should refrain from engaging in activities such as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, including illicit relationships, and by doing so, teacher can earn reasonable social recognition. We should always know that as teachers, the society often views us as individuals who are very educated. Hence, we need to be a good role model in the society. Our image might influence our students, and if we uphold to an image that has a negative connotation in society, then it could probably also have a negative impact to the young individuals, to our students in general, because they might have this thinking or have this belief that my teacher is doing this, so maybe it's okay, when in fact it is not. So as teachers, we need to be very responsible of every action that we portray in a community to which we belong to, because again, we are role models, and we can impact an individual's or a student's life. Next, we have section 4. Section 4 says that every teacher shall live for and with the community and shall Therefore, study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have sympathetic attitude. Therefore, refrain from disparaging the community. So, section 4 urges the teachers to live and integrate themselves within the community they serve. They should make an effort to understand and respect local customs and traditions, showing a sympathetic attitude towards the community and refraining from disparaging it. So, if you are a teacher and you are assigned to a locality or a community that you are not very familiar with, then it is your job to know their culture. Because by doing their culture, you will be aware of what actions you should portray, what actions you should do, and what actions you should avoid doing. Because through this, you can show respect to their culture, and by showing respect to them, they will also show respect to you. Next is we have section 5, which says that every teacher shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the school's work and accomplishments, as well as its needs and problems. So, as teachers, we have the responsibility to keep the community informed about the school's work, achievements, needs, and challenges. And by doing so, we can foster transparency and maintain a positive relationship between the school and the community. That's how important it is for us as teachers to connect with the community. Again, let's go back to the question that we had a while ago. It is important for us to connect with the community, especially if there are some needs and problems solution that needs solution for them to be solved. And this can be done by, again, connecting with the community. And that's why it is always important for us to be transparent, to show to the public our progress, perhaps, the needs, the problems, and some information as far as um, students' personal information are not divulged, perhaps. Next is we have section 6. Section 6 in the Code of Ethics says that every teacher is intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership when needed, to extend counseling services as appropriate, and to actively be involved in matters affecting the welfare of the people. So section 6 emphasizes that teachers are seen as intellectual leaders, particularly in their local communities or barangays. They are encouraged to provide leadership and counseling services when needed and actively participate in matters that affect the welfare of the people. So, as teachers, we are intellectual individuals. And if the barangay would ask you to be a speaker, to be a host, or to give counseling to students or to the people of the community, we should accept all these offers because these are our responsibilities as intellectual individuals. Next is we have section 7. Every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, with government officials, and with the people individually and collectively. Section 7 emphasizes that teachers are expected to maintain harmonious and pleasant relationships with other professionals, government officials, which promotes a positive and cooperative environment. Again, as teachers, it is always important for us to maintain rapport, to maintain healthy and good relationship with the government, because then again, these can help us in establishing and promoting a positive and cooperative environment which can benefit the students as well for some reason. And last section, we have section 8. A teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worships as appropriate, but shall not use his position and influence to proselyte others. So while teachers have the freedom to attend religious services and worship they choose, they should not misuse their positions or influence to convert others. This section emphasizes the importance of respecting beliefs and maintaining professional boundaries. So those are the different sections under the Article 3 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, which is very important for us as future educators to be aware of, especially in relation to how we as teachers should collaborate or connect with the community, our stakeholders, and the parents as well in solving problems. We should always remember that there are instances that we need the society. For example, we need in our local barangay's help, and there are also instances that our local barangay would need our help. Hence, it's a um it's a process that has to be maintained for us to build a or establish an environment that can help our students as well in terms or as far as their learning is concerned, and also maintain camaraderie and good environment within our community. So that's all for my part, and see the next link attached together with this post for the second part of our discussion.